What if the incredible journey of the Rolling Stones finally made it to the big screen? That question is no longer just another rumor. Mick Jagger himself has admitted that the idea of a biopic about the legendary band genuinely interests him. But according to Jagger, the biggest challenge isn't making the movie. It's deciding which chapter of the band's extraordinary history deserves to be told. So, which era would make the perfect Rolling Stones movie? If you're a fan of classic rock, especially the Rolling Stones, this latest update is something you won't want to miss. After more than 6 decades at the top of the music world, the legendary British band could finally be heading to the big screen. Even more exciting, Mick Jagger already has a clear vision of how that movie should be made. In a recent interview with GQ, Mick Jagger was asked whether the Rolling Stones could follow in the footsteps of the Beatles, whose story will soon be told in an ambitious 4-film project directed by Sam Mendes. Rather than brushing off the idea, Jagger admitted he finds it very appealing. But he doesn't believe a great biopic should try to cover an artist's entire life. Instead, he says the best music films focus on one defining moment that completely changes a musician's career. As an example, Jagger pointed to A Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan biopic. The film doesn't attempt to tell Dylan's entire life story. Instead, it focuses on the period when he shocked the music world by moving from acoustic folk music to electric rock. That controversial decision became one of the most important turning points in modern music history. According to Jagger, this kind of focused storytelling creates a much stronger emotional connection with audiences. But when it comes to the Rolling Stones, that's where the real challenge begins. The band's career has spanned more than 60 years. They've experienced everything, from their early rivalry with the Beatles to their explosive success in the 1970s, internal conflicts, lineup changes, record-breaking world tours, and countless moments that shaped rock history. With so many unforgettable chapters, choosing just 2 or 3 years for a feature film would be incredibly difficult. Jagger's opinion also comes from personal experience. In 2014, he served as a producer on Get On Up, the James Brown biopic starring Chadwick Boseman. Working on that project taught him that making a successful music biopic isn't simply about showing events in chronological order. It's about discovering the most compelling human story behind the legend. In reality, the idea of a Rolling Stones movie has been around for years. Back in 2012, the film rights to Robert Greenfield's book, Exile on Main Street, A Season in Hell with the Rolling Stones, were acquired for a feature film adaptation. The story focused on the band's chaotic recording sessions in the south of France while creating their legendary 1972 album, Exile on Main Street. A few years later, director Andy Goddard became attached to the project, and reports suggested casting had already begun. But despite all the excitement, the movie never moved forward. Over the years, several interesting rumors have also surfaced. Harry Styles was once widely rumored to be a potential choice to play a young Mick Jagger. Meanwhile, filmmaker Zack Snyder revealed that Mick Jagger would be one of his dream subjects for a biopic, praising his unmatched stage presence and unmistakable voice. Although none of these ideas have become reality, Hollywood's fascination with the Rolling Stones has clearly never disappeared. Outside of music, Mick Jagger is no stranger to the film industry. He has appeared in movies including Performance, Ned Kelly, Free Jack, and The Burnt Orange Heresy. He also co-created and executive produced HBO's Vinyl alongside legendary director Martin Scorsese, a drama exploring the chaotic music business of the 1970s. Those experiences have given Jagger a unique understanding of how a musician's life can be transformed into compelling cinema. The renewed discussion about a Rolling Stones biopic comes at a time when the band continues to prove they still have plenty of creative energy. Their 2023 album, Hackney Diamonds, became a global success, showing that one of rock's greatest bands remains as relevant as ever, even after more than 6 decades. Now, fans are also looking forward to the release of their upcoming album, Foreign Tongues, scheduled to arrive on July 10th, along with an official companion podcast. So, will a Rolling Stones biopic finally become a reality? No one knows for sure. But if it does happen, one question remains. Which chapter of the Rolling Stones' remarkable journey deserves to be immortalized on the big screen? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Which era should the movie focus on? The band's early years, their legendary 1970s peak, or their incredible longevity that continues to this day? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest stories from the world of classic rock. Thanks for watching.